Om Shanti. Can you hear me?
Om Shanti, yes, I can hear you. Hello.
Okay, welcome to the meditation class. Let's start the session. Coming to the sitting posture. Keep your back, neck straight, aligned, relax, and gently close your eyes. Now, observe your alignment. How's your back, your neck, your shoulder, your palm resting on the knee, chin parallel to the ground. Make sure you should sit on the ground with the crossing leg. Now, very slowly move your attention towards the natural, pure breath. How the breath going in and coming out. Observe. Pure and natural breath. Now, inhale for the 3 times along with Shanti. Inhale for the Om. 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 Shanti. 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 Feel the vibration and sensation. Now join your both palms. Rub your palm. Place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm gently. Open up your eyes with a great smile and say Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So, welcome to the meditation class. So, today we're gonna talk about the meaning of the meditation, introduction to the meditation, and why we require to practice the meditation. What is the purpose of doing it? Um, so meditation, if you look the meaning, if you're finding out the meaning, the meditation, especially in English, it's very difficult to explain the things in deeper level. So I'll give you the meaning in Sanskrit, which we call Dhyana, meditation, Dhyana. So in Sanskrit, we call Dhyana. In order to understand what actually the meditation means, we have to, translate into the Sanskrit language that called Dhyana. I'll write it down for you, so you get it called Dhyana, Dhyana, Dhyana. This word is made of the dhi, okay, and yana. Two words. If we're gonna break this word into the two parts, dhi, yana. So if you break this word dhyana into the two parts, dhi, yana. So dhi means and yana means. Dhi means mind. Mind. Yana means movement, mobility. Okay. So literal meaning of the dhyana is movements of the mind. Dhyana, when it stops. So movements of the mind fluctuation, mind's movements stop. That is a dhyana, that is a meditation. Literal meaning I'm talking about it. Okay. Now this is the state of the mind. If we go through the literal meaning according to the Sanskrit, meditation is the state of the mind. It's not through the tool, through the technique. There's no technique which give you the meditation. Okay, there's no tools. Though we all the techniques we start calling meditation, but actually human mind is incapable of initial level doing the practice of the meditation because this is the state of the mind. Mind has to reach in that level where movements of fluctuation of the mind or the thoughts has to be stopped or controlled. That so dhyana is the state of the mind which you're gonna attain. How you gonna attain? That's we're gonna come to know. Through there's many techniques through that we're gonna control our fluctuation of the mind, defilement of the mind, or movements of the mind, or thoughts. Here means mind is not moving in physical level, but virtually like going here and there. Mind moves in two ways. Should I write it? Write it down for you. Your mind, which we call man, mind moves in two ways. One, past. Second, future. Yes, mind either go into the past or go into the future. Present, we didn't train our mind to live in the present moment. So mind travels into the past or the future. We always stuck, okay, I did this mistake, I did that mistake, I have to say, maybe I have to set these things or that thing, you know, brooding into the past or worrying about the future, what's going to happen. I have to save money for my future, I have to save the property for my children, everything. You never live in the present. Mind moves in these two space, these two areas, past and future. This is the two places. This is called fluctuation, this is called movement. Movement is happening, right? Past, future, past, future, past, future. not stable in the present. To live in the present, you have to be stabilized, isn't it? You have to be stop your mind going into the past because the moment it go into the past, you're losing your present. Yes or no? So the immediately when mind goes into the past and worrying about the future, you're losing the present. Yes, maybe the good memories of the past or the bad memories, but you're sacrificing, you're killing your present moment. You're getting it. So this moment has to be stopped. The meditation is the state of your mind when this fluctuation, this movement should be stopped. That is the meditation. That is the dhyana. And so when we say this is the meditation, we are doing it. Actually, you are not doing the meditation because you're not there. Because in that time, you have to be. Meditation is like everything. If you're looking for the one word, it's like living in the moment, living in the every second, every moment. If you're eating, you're eating. If you're walking, you are walking. You're literally walking. If you're bathing, you're taking the shower. You're taking the shower. You feel each and every drop of the water on your body. Enjoying each and every bite. Sipping each and every sip of the beverage. Whatever beverage you are drinking or taking. That is the state of the mind, which we are not doing it. So people misunderstood that dhyana we can through this practice we can um, doing that we are practicing the meditation, modern meditation, right? We are given the name, that's okay. But actually the meaning is that this is the state of the mind which you attain by doing the practice of through these tools, many tools available, chanting the mantras, anapam, pranav meditation, yog nidra, walking meditation, gibberish meditation, also meditation, dynamic meditation, many dancing meditation, many singing meditation, any sound meditation, many meditation. But actually, those are not meditation. Those are leading you. Those are the technique which leading you towards that state of the mind where your mind is meditative. Meditative means merging with the present. You start living in the present like a child. Child doesn't have the past or the future. He's just enjoying each and every moment. He's just playing. He loves to play. Even if he's eating, he's just enjoying the each and every taste. So that is how long you have to do. Whole day, whole life should be meditative. It's not 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, or 4 hour, or the hours you can fix the meditation. No, you cannot. There's no, time limit. You have to live your life like that in the meditative state. Every action, whatever you do, become meditative for you. Every action, small, tiny action, even blinking of your eyes, you're aware of blinking. These things which going on in your body, you are aware of. That is a meditative state. There's another level, deeper level. Even you start seeing the cells, how scientists observe the through the microscope, they observe the changes in your body through by taking your blood sample. Yogi can see. If you go into the advanced level, your mind is so meditative. In that state, you can feel the changes in your body, how your cells are changing every second. what's happening in your body. You can observe. You become more aware towards your physical changes, biological changes. You can clearly see. Even cell is again very tiny things of your body, biological body. Even atoms, your body is made of atoms. Cells are made of the atoms. You can observe the atoms. That's a higher level of the meditative state which you can observe. But I'm saying meditation means the movements should be stopped or at least controlled. But it's not suppression or forcefully implication. I have to stop my movements. No, it cannot be possible. Because you're telling yourself, okay, I have to stop my anger. You know, getting the anger is you're harming yourself. Everybody's telling you, do not, lose your temperament. Do not lose your temperament. But you're still losing it. Why? Because even suppression, I have to suppress my anger. No, this is not the solution. I have to divert that energy, divert, channelizing that energy in the different direction. So we invented many tools for take you towards the dhyana, towards the meditative state, and which we call dharana. So actually, through the dharana, concentration, dharana, and in the word you have, I'm gonna write it down for you. So this word also you should remember is very much important. Dharana, dharana, धारण कर लेना. It means literal meaning to hold. This dharana required concentration. In English, more closer meaning is concentration. Concentration, concentrate on something. So focusing on something with the help of alamban. For concentration, you require the alamban. 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 Alamban is means object. This means object. Alamban means object. With the so is basically dharana means concentration. Alamban means object or dharana to hold. This dharana basically lead you towards the meditative state. There were two levels of the dharana. One very focused, very concentrated towards anything. Even you require the concentration for small things. For example, study. You require the focus, isn't it? For concentration, you required to go into the isolation and you start reading. For even reading, you require focus mind, isn't it? So reading become object. You have given one object to your mind. Reading. I'm gonna read this book today. That's become the object. So object here may be chanting the mantras is like Om Namah Shivaya or Shanti mantra or maybe the breath. Anything that called alam. It's like for concentration you required one object. So that is the dharma to hold, to implement on yourself. Okay, so you have multiple thoughts in your mind. So now you're choosing the one thought. Okay, I'm gonna look towards this picture. I'm gonna just observe this light. I'm gonna see the mountain or the tree or the leaf of the tree. Anything. Object could be anything. Alamban could be anything. You just required one object to to move your mind, to shift the focus of your mind from rest of the things, which is many things, to the one thing. Because if I say don't think, it cannot be possible. No, it cannot be possible because mind is trained in that way that it has to be think. It, even if you don't think, you are thinking about no thinking. This is very complicated, no? Even so, um, understand one thing. If I say, okay, don't think about the monkey, so that very moment you start thinking about the monkey. If I say, okay, don't think about that picture or that color, you start seeing that color. So there's no way to, shift our mind from and stop the thinking, which is many thoughts keep going on in your mind. You cannot stop it. So Asia invented technique that okay, mind so drunken monkey mind. We have all they understand that all the people are having drunken monkey mind, but miserable mind. But we have to calm, pacify these things through these certain tools. So they develop the technique of concentration. So everything, whatever we are practicing, it starts with the concentration, which lead you towards the meditation. So dharana is basically the very first start when you concentrating, you focusing your mind from and you are moving your mind from rest of the things to the one thing. Then you are able to concentrate. Okay, now I have to look. Like for example, if I'll say you, okay, look towards the tip of the nose. So even tip of the nose become the tool. It's become the alamban. It's become the object. But every tool is working on what? Developing your concentration, developing your focus. And then later on, it takes you towards the meditative state. You start living in the present moment because you start training your brain, you start training your mind that I have to focus on one thing this moment. So don't go here and there. We are giving the instruction. It's like how you're giving the instruction to your baby. This is the time for study. Don't go for playing. Yes, initial level, you tell your baby, oh, you have to sit and you have to study. You fix the timetable, schedule, and then telling, okay, if you focus on this 1 hour, I'll give you the 1 hour for playing. Okay, for playing time. So right now you have to treat your mind like a baby. It's become so. I'm not gonna sit. I'm not gonna do the meditation. It is so boring. I instead of that, we can do the dancing, we can do the party, we can do hang out with our friends, but doesn't want to do the meditation at all. Because because the more you controlling your baby, the baby more baby fighting with you, right? The baby go against, oh no, I don't want to get dressed up, I don't want to go to school, I don't want to go here, there. But eventually, slowly and gradually, it starts coming under your control, like how you train your baby. Same way, but it will take time and patience because 20, 30 years, more old, more, rigid habits you are having it to change that. It could not be possible within the month or maybe within the year. It required many time for changing this whole thing, changing your rigid habit. Basically, it's a habit. Minds are stuck to the habit, which you learn from, which is passes from generation to generation to you, and then you learn it. without even knowing about it. You're following the previous generation habit, isn't it? So when you want to change the habit, you have to patiently, very calmly, without fighting with your mind. Okay, with lots of care and love. Okay, slowly we're gonna change you. Then slowly and gradually it's gonna change. You develop the new habits, the good habits. So meditation, so concentration lead you towards the meditative state. Dharana, with the help of the alamban. Alamban is object. Alamban means anything which any object like breath become object, or your tip of the nose become object. Any instruction you are giving. Okay, listen the outside sound. The sound become object now. It's giving one kind of thought to your mind, and then mind get away from the rest of the thoughts and focus on the one thought. It requires initial level, but there's advanced level when this single thought also gonna be stopped. But right now it's too early to talk about it. But yes, to focus our mind, to concentrate, you required one thought. One thought you required. So one thought you have implanted in your mind, and then mind start concentrating on that. Before concentration, to get away from rest of the thoughts, you require another word, that is a pratyahar. I'll write it down for you. It's give you more clarity. Pratyahar, another word. So pratyahar, pratyahar, pratyahar. If you're gonna break this word, pratyahar, it means withdrawal of the senses. Pratyahar. Ahar, which means food. This means ahar, which means food. Food of what? Pratyahar. Pratyahar. Senses. Food for the senses. Now, most important part, concentration. The dharana cannot come until unless you are not stopping yourself to giving the food to your senses. It means withdrawal of this all the senses. Now, what I mean, it means um, when you move your mind to the one object, one alamban, like I've given you, okay, aware about your breath, observe your breath going in and coming out, observe deep inhale, slow exhale. When you're inhaling and exhaling, your mind on inhalation and exhalation, that very second, you're withdrawing yourself from the rest of the things. Like that time, you are not able to see, you cannot hear, you cannot smell, you cannot feel the touch, you cannot taste anything. This is the withdrawal of your senses. Stop giving the food to your mind. Food means um, like everything, whatever we are observing from the surrounding, you know, these are the food for us, food for the mind. Food like we see outside, we see the outside, and then when you see, you observe the environment, you observe the beautiful scenery, Then you listen the sound. You say, "Oh, what a beautiful sound! I have to listen more." Oh, I don't like this honking of the car. Stop honking of the car. I don't want to listen. You distinguish these things. These are the food for your mind. Your mind is, calculating. Okay, this sound is this sound is that. You distinguish in your mind. When whatever kind of information you are giving to yourself, you are perceiving the world through these senses, isn't it? There's more than 18 senses, according to the modern yogis. But traditionally written, there is 11 senses. Five karmendriya, five jnanendriya, one is ugmendriya. But don't go into the names. It's not my purpose. But I'm giving you this 11 senses through which you are doing day-to-day activity, which you are storing the information in your brain, the having the memory to recognize the world around you. You know, these senses stop when you concentrate. One way, either remove the food off, completely avoid the food. That I don't like this sight. The moment you see the things, your mind is distracted. How, like you are sitting for the meditation, somebody's passed, your eyes are open, then you are observing, okay, somebody's passed. Your mind is distracted, yes or no? You are not able to focus on the breath or any object, whatever object you are focusing on. Your mind is completely distracted. So that very second, what we said, so we have to kill that person, remove it completely. Oh, these are the distractions. The sounds, honking of the car, so much disturbing. It disturbed my sleep. It disturbed my lifestyle. So can you remove all the cars? We can remove it though. But everybody gets so pissed off with these things. So what is the solution? So yogi does what? They go into the wildness, jungle. They start living in the nature because society, at least to get away from the social crisis, like social crisis means here the noise, the artificial noise, honking of the cars, which is disturbing, or the sights. People are shouting with each other, using abusive words, beating, domestic violence. So many things are going on. They get away from that. Then, so sights, they are into the nature. Okay, now you can close your eyes. We shut our eyes, not seeing anything. Only listening the good sounds, nature sounds, paying attention towards it. Okay, now I'm listening the nature sounds, not honking of. You're going into the isolation, as a wildness, or in you're sitting in your room. You close your room for the meditation, right? So somebody is not disturbing you. You go into the isolation. Then no talking. If two people are there, they're gonna talk. So you go into isolation. You don't have company for talking. You don't talk. You don't taste, not eating. During the moment you are concentrating, you are not eating, not tasting, not feeling any touch, you're withdrawing completely yourself. So withdrawal of the senses, going inward like a Maharishi Patanjali say, like a tortoise. The moment you touch the tortoise, it takes all his upper and lower extremities inward. Have you seen the tortoise? It's going inward like this. All the hands and the legs going inward into the shell. Same way, you have to withdraw your senses from outside to inward with closing eyes, with going into the isolation. You're not listening anything. You're not talking. You're not smelling. You're not working. You're not moving your limbs, hand or leg. You're sitting, keeping your body still, not using your karmendriya, jnanendriya. Not move, stop moving anything, any part of your body. Stillness, then you concentrate. Withdrawal of the senses. Concentration cannot happen without the pratyahar. If you are concentrating, pratyahar automatically gonna happen. We're gonna learn through the practice, so don't worry about it. I'm just gonna show you. So pratyahar lead you towards the dharana. Dharana lead towards the dhyana, and dhyana later on lead towards the samadhi. Samadhi is the broad, the thing union, which is a higher level of the state of the mind where there is no mind. Hmm. Till meditation, there is a mind, but when you enter into the samadhi, the advanced level of the state where there is no mind at all, no mind. So, but we're not gonna talk about that thing. Philosophy in philosophy class, it will be cleared by the philosophy teacher, samadhi subject. But I'll just tell you the little bit things about the samadhi means union. Samadhi union. What do you mean by the union? Union is like this meditation lead you towards the union towards everything. Right now you feel you are separate. We human have this entity that I am, I am, and rest of the world. There's a two, way. You see yourself different from the rest of the world. That's why you identify yourself. I am Dukesh. I am yoga teacher. I am doing this, that, whatever. So many adjectives by the people. Many adjectives you can use. But this is the separation. Are you getting it? This is the separation, and it's unconsciously level working. It's not even consciously, but conscious, unconscious level. You separate yourself from the rest of the world. But reality is what you are united with this rest of the world. So union. Right now you have the separation and this and that. That's why you bring so much chaos. But when you become united with rest of the things, you're the part. You're small, tiny, not even drops. I cannot see drops. Even our all Milky Galaxy is a tiny drop in the this whole cosmos. So we don't know what part we will get. I think maybe very tiny 0.000% we are the part of that tiny drop of the galaxy, our Milky Way's galaxy. That much part. So very tiny part of this whole big cosmos. The universe is so vast. But you never seen it, you never experienced it. Even modern sciences keep telling you, showing the picture, but you don't accept it, you neglect it. No, I am this, I am that. This isolation, this separation has to be stopped when your mind go into the union. Samadhi, सम्मिलित हो जाना, घुल जाना, मिल जाना, to mix, to fuse with the rest of the things, like how the salt is mixed with the water. There is no separation between the salt and the water. How the raindrops mix, fuse, meet with the river water. You cannot identify that this is the raindrops and this is the river drops. Can you? Through any technique. How the river meet with the ocean. You cannot figure out this is the river water, this is the ocean water. Can you? This is the union happen when you reach to the samadhi. So I hope this much is clear. Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. These four words, and it's not separated. These four limbs of Maharishi Patanjali, which is given by the Ashtanga, which you're gonna study in the philosophy classes. So Ashtanga Yoga. The four limbs, rest of the four limbs are connected. You cannot separate. Pratyahara lead you towards the dharana. Dharana lead you towards the dhyana. Dhyana lead you automatically towards the samadhi. There's no forceful implication. It's eventually gonna happen. It's eventually you're gonna see. So, any doubt to here? Any question?
Sounds a little bit, it's a little bit difficult to take all in. So I will come out another day with the thoughts.
It's too much, huh? Okay. Madalena, do you have any doubts here?
No, I don't have any doubt. So the samadhi is the state of mind we want to achieve, yeah?
Basically, samadhi is there's no mind. I told you. The mind is the concept, it's not a physical entity in your body. It's just a concept. You think through your mind, right? But there's a level, there's a stages in samadhi when there's no mind at all. But means you're not thinking at all. There's no fluctuation. It's like you have the ocean, you are the ocean. For example, you are an ocean. Now there's cyclone in the ocean. Cyclone. Cyclone is the mind. You can see. When there's no cyclone, it means there's no mind. So all the problems generated through the mind. So mind is basically the cyclone in the ocean. When ocean is calm, relaxed, there's no cyclone. So when you achieve the peaceful state, when you're united with the rest of the world, there's no chaos, no crisis within you, then there's no mind. There's no chaos, no pain, no suffering within yourself. You are just attaining the happiness, bliss, joyness, which is not dependent, which is completely independent. You are bliss. You don't require any reason to be happy. But right now we require the reason to be happy. But there is a stage when you remain just happy forever. That time you don't have mind. It means there's no cyclone in the ocean. It means there's no mind when you achieve the peace. Because mind causes the pain and suffering and the crisis and the chaos in your ocean body. Are you getting it? But yes, that is a very advanced level. Right now, it's very difficult to understand this thing. What is the concept of no mind? Because we understand there is a mind everywhere. We
Will
don't
they
think
come
about
out?
what?
Will they ever come out of the stage to a normal life, or they'll just remain there?
It's more like if you reach to one place, are you remaining there forever? No. You have to maintain. You reach there, then you have to practice daily to maintain that level. So it doesn't mean after getting the moksha, Lord Buddha, when attained the enlightenment, he stopped doing the practice of meditation. What do you think? He practiced more to remain in that state. So it doesn't matter, you reach it, then you stop practicing. To remain in that position, you have to practice.
Is the enlightenment and samadhi same, or are they different? Is it enlightenment is like acknowledgement, like you get that different knowledge, or is a samadhi a little bit different? And once you get samadhi, you can't get into the physical body.
Samadhi is the path to give you the enlightenment. You have to pass through that. Every yogi who get the enlightenment, he has to unite it within himself, within the outside world. Every entity of this planet, he would be gonna united. That is a samadhi. And then it's gonna lead towards him, the enlightenment. What is the enlightenment? It's just a awakened, 𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐿. If he's awakened, he's conscious, he's aware of everything, from tiny to tiny things to the big, big things. That is the enlightenment. Instead, if I wanna simplify this thing, he's awakened. That's it. We are in sleeping stage. In philosophy, you're gonna learn how we are ignoring towards so many things. One day we're gonna die. We know this thing, but we completely ignore. Yogi awakened towards this thing. One day we're gonna be old. One day we're gonna be sick. One day we're gonna be, our love beings we're gonna lose our love beings. Everybody gonna die around us. But how much we attach with them. Yogi understands this reality. He's awakened. He enlightened. What is the enlightenment? Enlightenment means he accepts the reality. He accepts the reality that nature works in this way. No matter you are yogi, you are bhogi, you are drogi, you're sick, you are pleasure seeker, or you are a great yogi, one day you're gonna die. Change is a permanent. He's gonna accept this thing and he's gonna embrace it. It's not gonna against with it. So meditation another means samadhi another bahjana, floating on the ocean without any struggle, floating on the river without any struggle. There is a river, but you just start floating on the top. Either there's a two way to live your life. Either do the struggle. Oh, I'm not gonna die. Use all the makeup and everything, Botox, plastic surgery, whatever. Or take many medicine or something like that. Then do everything. But reality is what? This whole ocean, the life, if I'm gonna compare the life with the ocean, no matter how much struggle you go for it, you do the struggle. You some point of time you get tired. And then there's no way to reach anywhere because you have to learn to float on the ocean. If you're struggling, you would be tired, and one day you're gonna drown. Yes, but if you know the floating on the ocean, on the river, you just enjoy, okay, whatever comes. That's because yogi becomes so happy, no matter whatever is going to happen with them, they just embrace it. Like Christ, he died so much painful experience. People are beating him, hating him, killing him, nailed him. But he's smiling. Nobody can take his happiness. Nobody can take it. So he embraced it. That is enlightenment. Whatever the way, whatever things we are throwing into on them, our hateness, our love, our desire, anything, they just embrace it. They just accept it without distinguishing between, okay, this is the right, this is the wrong person. So enlightenment is this awakened state. So this is a broad aspect. In next coming classes, we're going to discuss more about it. But I hope you understand a little bit enlightenment, how you will get through the samadhi, you will get the enlightenment. There's no way you can skip it. Okay? This is the procedure. Pratyahar, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, enlightenment. Khatam.
Then finished.
Yes, you are just awakened being and you're enjoying, you are at the bliss.
Is it okay? Is it an enlightenment? Like, is it your head chakra will get opened?
We are not going to talk about right now. The chakra is too early. Let me complete few meditation, then ask me what's going to happen. Chakra is awakened or not, or what happened to your chakras. Okay. So save your questions for the coming classes. Okay.
Okay.
So So we're gonna end the session here. Bye bye. Take care. Om Shanti. Bless you. Enjoy your rest of the day and keep practicing whatever I taught to you. And meet you in tomorrow's class. Bye bye. Take care. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.